Okay guys, episode 61 of Digimon Adventure 2020 has landed. Let's talk about it, shall we? Don't forget to check out my Patreon, that is appearing on screen, or you can also find that link down in the video description down below as well. But I haven't had the time to actually go on the website, go on the app or whatever to sort it out, but still, try and support me on there as much as possible. I'm going to try and do as much because I'm also a family man, so that a lot of the perks need reworking anyway. But yeah, just go out and check my Patreon as well. Don't forget to check out the Teespring as well. You can find the link down there as well. But other than that, if you're new here and you're just about to continue watching to the intro and then past it, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button and then press the bell. But without further ado, let's hit the intro and let's crack down to the review of episode 60 of Digimon Adventure 2020. Shall we? Hit it! Digimon Adventure episode 60 landed earlier this morning, and it was definitely an interesting episode to say the least. It was a Joe-centric episode to the point where there was hardly any Taichi in it. So this episode was yet again another decent episode in my eyes because Tai wasn't the center point, focal point, whatever within this episode. So it opens up with Joe and the people from the rest of the Digimon from the hot springs traveling through an ice area, and they bump into and they collapse until they saw this Blimpmon hovering over them, and it turns out that Mimi and Palmon were on that Blimpmon because they were going on a school trip from the Digimon school. So Joe then explains how they got to the point of collapsing. So in a way, it turned out that the hot springs collapsed to the point of drying up. Well, not collapsed, dried up. So there was no hot water or anything. So they decided to go to another side, to go to a direction where there is going to be nice hot weather, nice hot water and everything, and take all the Digimon to this land. While this is happening, they bump into a pirate ship with their captain being Olgamon, who always insisted that his crew calls him Shogun and everything. They start attacking Blimpmon because they want their food supplies. During this whole food supply shortage, they during this raid, Shogun Gekomon blocks them by standing up and using his horns to protect them from the cannonballs and whatever. Joe asks if there's any weapons on him, and they said yes, but they're all out of ammo because of the stingy Babamon, according to Mimi. So what happens is then Joe and Gomon fall down. Shogun Gekomon falls down, holding on for dear life, and once Joe and Gomon fell down, they hit Shogun Gekomon, and they all fall down together, and they all get captured by Olgamon on the pirate ship. Joe and Gomon escape from their little prison, and they learn quickly about what happened and the reason why the captain is like this, or Olgamon is like this. So once we find out that Olgamon was using this point to essentially use Shogun Gekomon as bait to try and get all Blimpmon's food supplies and whatever, Joe pops up and says, right, I learned what's actually happening. I challenge you with my pride as leader on the line. And so they go onto this big iceberg and they start a duel. So Gomon digivolves into a Kakamon, then fights with the Kakamon, but still wasn't a match for him. Then digivolves into Zudomon and still wasn't a match for him. So when he had a beatdown as Zudomon on the floor, they reminisced on how well Joe was always capable of getting more power, more strength from everybody else because of him being the leader and always being able to. And then they managed to digivolve into Bikemon, and then they managed to beat Olgamon with the Arctic Blizzard attack. And then they come to the island to take everybody with them, including the crew of the pirate ship and Olgamon as well, to this island of land and manage to rest there. And at the end of this episode, just before the end, Ty shows up and just appears there. And that was it. So this was definitely a Mimi and Joe centric episode, and it was a definitely fun episode to say the least. It was a fun episode because every time Joe's on, there is some comedic elements and everything like that. So I think that was a nice little fun thing to do as well. But other than that, this was definitely a fun episode. It was very nice to just have a Joe-centric episode, and Mimi was just a side because we didn't get no Rosemon this episode. This was definitely a full-on centric Joe-centric episode, and I really did enjoy it as much as I would have done. But next time, we're looking forward to a Takaru-focused episode. I don't know what's going to happen there because obviously Takaru's always been one of those characters that end up having his Mega or Ultimate show up very last minute, and it's episode 61 as well. So, but other than that, this episode was definitely a fun episode. I really did enjoy it. Like always, comment down below what you liked and didn't like about this episode down in the comment sections down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now. See ya. Episode 6 was definitely a fun episode for this time, guys, for Digimon Adventure 2020. I really enjoy it, definitely because it was definitely a Joe-centric episode, but it wasn't a Thai inclusion episode. It was just a Joe-centric episode, what I think was very, very fun to see and watch as well, and I think that was the big thing that I really did enjoy. But anyway, don't forget to check out my affiliate links down in the video description down below as well. They're all there in the video description. I say it nearly in every video at the end here to check those out and everything. And also don't forget to check out my Patreon. It's appearing on screen, and so you can also find that link as well down in the video description down below. And don't forget to check out my Teespring as well to buy some Kaizo Teiku Corner logo merch. Still working on some few other designs. And if you are a returning subscriber, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It goes a long way. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and press the bell, then click all to keep notified for all my future videos for the foreseeable future. I upload every Sunday as best as I can. Occasionally Mondays, but it's mainly every Sunday. And that. But other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now. See, don't forget to check out the end cards either. They're appearing at the end, close to the end of this video. But other than that, see you next time. Bye bye for now. See you.